Accused of selling alcohol to Fond du Lac County teens hours before they died in a crash is expected to enter a plea this morning.
As we first alerted you, Sanju Paudel faces 2 felony counts of providing alcohol to a minor resulting in death, both as a party to a crime. Emily Roberts is live outside the Fond du Lac County Courthouse. And Emily, what's going to happen in court today?
Tammy Emerson Paudel is expected to learn her sentence after entering that plea, and for each of her charges, that could look like up to 10 years in prison and a potential $25,000 fine. You can see here a memorial set up by friends, family, and community members for 16-year-olds Nevin Zock and Tommy Koenigs in the town of Cheetah, where that crash happened. Deputies say they went off the road driving quickly and hit a tree early in the morning in January of last year. Another girl got hurt. According to court documents, Shell station surveillance video shows Koenigs buying beer and rum from the clerk, that's Paudel, before they went to an underage drinking party. A witness says they did not use a fake ID and Paudel never carded them. That hearing is scheduled for 9:15 this morning, just a few hours now, and our Action 2 News team is going to be inside the courtroom to first bring you the very latest, both on air and online. Live in Fond du Lac, Emily Roberts, Action 2 News.